Excuse me. May I come in, sir? Okay, you can come in. Sit down, please. Okay, sir. So, what is your name again? My name is Dwikky Syahputra. You can call me Iki. All right, Iki. So let's just start with the first question. All right. Okay. 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 Let's just start. The first question is: give me an example of a time you motivated others. A few months ago, my teammate and I were selected to present our technical innovation proposal in front of large panel of judges and industry experts. As the event got closer, my partner became extremely anxious and overwhelmed by stage fright to the point where they want to back out of the presentation entirely. The challenge was that we had spent weeks of the research together and their technical insights were crucial of the Q&A session. My task was to help them overcome their anxiety, rebuild their confidence, and ensure we could deliver the presentation successfully as team. Instead of minimizing their fear, I listened to what specifically made them nervous to help them. I proposed that we break out script down into smaller cue cards and set up mock presentation in an empty classroom to simulate the real stage. I continuously gave them positive reinforcement, focusing on how valuable their expertise was to the project, and practiced a simple breathing technique with them right before we went on stage. As a result, my teammate managed to push through the anxiety and delivered their part of the presentation flawlessly. Answering the judge technical question confidently, we ended up winning a top spot in selection. And it taught me that motivating someone often requires patience, active listening, and building a safe space for them to practice. Okay, that's very impressive. The second question: describe a time you had to work closely with someone whose personality was very different from yours. During a collaborative research project, I was paired with a team member whose personality and working style were the exact opposite of mine. I am highly action oriented and prefer to build momentum quickly, while they were extremely analytical, introverted, and preferred to spend a lot of time double checking data before making any move. Initially, our different paces caused friction as I felt we were moving too slowly, and they felt we were rushing our task was to find a middle ground so we could combine our strengths instead of trying to force them to match my pace. I suggest we sit down especially divided the project responsibilities based, os, based on our natural styles. I look charge of the initial brainstorming, drafting, and setting up the project milestones to keep us moving forward. Meanwhile, I handed over the final data verification, formatting, and quality control to them. By leveraging our different personality rather than fighting them, we delivered a highly accurate and comprehensive report well ahead of schedule. The experience taught me that diverse learn does not need to think alike. It just needs a system where different strengths complement each other. Okay, okay, that's awesome. The third question is: walk me through a complete problem you solved. What was your process? During a practical workshop session last semester, our team was operating a mechanical letter machine to fabricate a precision steel component. Mid-process, that machine started producing severe vibration
and a rough surface finish on the metal, which completely turned our first two prototypes. The challenge was that we were rapidly wasting expensive raw materials and running out of time on our scheduled workshop slot. My task was to lead the troubleshooting process, identify the root cause of the malfunction, and fix it so we could deliver a high precision component. Instead of guessing an issue, I implemented a systematic inspection process. First, I checked the obvious variable by adjusting a cutting speed and fit rate, but the vibration continued. Next, I inspired the cutting tool under a magnifying glass and discovered has microscopic chipping. Finally, I checked the machine spindle and root post guidely, realizing the clamping bolts had loosened under heavy load. I replaced the chip tool bit, security, recalibrated, and lightened the tooth post, and ran a low-speed test piece to verify stability. The systematic fix worked perfectly. The vibration stopped entirely, and we successfully fabricated the final component with exact micrometer measures required. This experience taught me that uh, solving complex technical problems requires the disciplined step-by-step elimination process rather than pushing into impulsive fixes.
Right, that's really good. The best answer. The first question is describe a time you failed at something. How did you respond?
A few months ago, I underestimated the time need to manufacture a mechanical prototype and scheduled production to close to the deadline. My responsibility was to deliver a fully functional and precise prototype and time for evaluation. When equipment failure and material delays occurred, I took responsibility requires a 2-day extension to coordinate the another lab and worker extra hours to complete the project. Although I received a penalty for missing the original deadline, I delivered high quality prototype and learned the importance of risk management and adding buffer time to project.
Okay, this is the last question. Tell me about a time you had to explain a complex idea to colleagues or clients with no technical background.
During a campus project execution, I had to explain our mechanical system design to visitors with no engineering background. My goal was to help them understand how the hydraulic system and its safety features work without using technical jargon. I use simply analogies comparing a hydraulic system to blood vessels and the pressure relay valve to a rice cooker safety valve. I also used 3D models and focused on cause and effect explanations. The visitors easily understood the concept, actively asked questions, and our both received excellent feedback. This experience taught me that effective communication is about making complex ideas easy to understand.
All right, thank you so much for your participation. Congratulations, sir. You've been hired to our company.
Oh, thank you, sir. How much is my salary?
It's around 100K per month.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, sir.